Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. Well, you've got to say the Nerazzurri certainly know how to create an atmosphere. 80,000 here in black and blue. The dress code is a strict one. And as you can see, we've already started here. Yet another page in the history of this grand old rivalry. Ferdinand making his 200th appearance today. I guess that's the most significant team news.
Yeah, and he's proven himself to be quite a player in the last 199, Peter. Flexible, adaptable, showing a real tactical aptitude, and number 200 should be no different.
And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
Ambitious ball here. Not the most accurate pass. Looking to play him in. Vieira. Passing is crisp and sharp. Rummenigge. Shot, surely! Wonderful from Ibrahimovic!
As openings go, this is up there. Another magnificent finish from Mr. Magnificent. This could be good, very good.
That is so good, such sharp skills, and such a delicious finish.
Oh, what a finish. I mean, an instinctive finish at that, and he probably didn't even have time to think.
And that's it. Many thanks to Jim, and with that, it is a very good night to you.
Facciamo un applauso ai tifosi che oggi compiono gli anni. Recandosi al box informazioni dello stadio, riceveranno un simpatico omaggio.
Well, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the camaraderie. The fans have pulled out all the stops to make this a monumental occasion. Expectations and decibels both rising fast here. Things are heating up and we'll be getting underway very soon. So it's down to business here.
There's no doubt that this fella's contribution will be highly important. It's the one and only Philipp Lahm.
And what do you consider his greatest quality, Jim?
Well, it's hard to name just one because he's such an outstanding player on so many fronts, but I'd say his tactical nous.
Decent chance! What a wonderful goal!
Well, they would have been looking at him to produce the goods, and that was very kind of him to oblige so early.
Terrific goal, what a super sharp finish.
Yeah, the right touch in moments like that is key to what follows. All very neat and tidy.
So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated. Lahm is fouled. Well, that looks like a final warning, still no card. And he gets rid in a hurry. Rummenigge was only too happy to help out in defence.
He's dealt with that very well, Peter. It's a real show of discipline.
Strong running down that left flank. Nedved out to the right. And he welcomes it in. And he shoots! Rummenigge. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
It's shot, surely! And for a moment, time stood still.
You lucky boy, you lucky boy. Giving the ball away like that is usually punished.
That's a sharp pass. Rummenigge. Inter Milan leading here thanks to that early goal. And the score is 1-0. Vieira. Played out to the right. Pelé. Pelé going face-to-face with his great rival. And he's whipped it across. Oh, that was vital. Messi, a player so deservedly decorated with praise and glory. Rummenigge. Nice physical challenge. And it's Messi. Inter Milan finding their passes. Messi. It's a pretty loose pass. Nesta. And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Pullet, great vision. Spread neatly. Cleared away. Messi. Pelé. That's a good ball out wide. Showing good feet. And it's Seedorf. Rummenigge. Rummenigge! And it's in! They have come roaring back!
Well, they were starting to look more and more threatening, Peter, so this comes as no surprise. The fans here are pretty fired up now.
That is so good, such sharp skills, and such a delicious finish.
Yeah, he gets top marks for that finish. I honestly thought his odds weren't that good.
And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
Well, I'd happily watch this every week, Peter. This is exactly what you want from a big game.
Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off, and it wasn't the best decision.
That is good alertness. Oh, and they're quick to press here, right on top of them. Tries to pass it through. Maldini. And he's gone searching crossfield. Seedorf. Now it's Messi. Rummenigge. Very nicely done. He's had it taken off him. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. And it's Messi. It's a good spell of possession, this. And this is Hullet. Can he get on the... And the shot! And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
Hullet clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
Vieira. He slings it in. Vieira clears it away. And now they can spring out of defence. Not the most accurate pass. Nesta goes long. Played through into space. He's found the way through. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other.
I'm not sure the shot was ever on there, really. There were just too many...
Takes a shot! Big moment! Massive goal! And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Yeah, when you're hit on the counter-attack like that, it's like walking into a sucker punch, and they're dazed.
Well, this is what we've been waiting for.
Yeah, I always felt this was coming. There was a clear increase in both intensity and tempo. Now all they need is to try and maintain it.
Il quarto
Played
uomo
back
indica
in.
2 minuti di recupero.
Nedved. Messi is a player who barely needs an invitation to shoot. Rummenigge. And he's had it nicked away. Looking for options for movement. Ferdinand kept... And the first 45 minutes are up. So we have here a genuinely competitive game with neither team truly in control. A single goal the difference at half-time. So we reach the halfway point.
Well, give me a moment to get my breath back. What a super half of football. Incident-packed, goals, comebacks, and the match being turned on its head. Which way it's going to go from here, it's anyone's guess.
And that's the start of another 45 minutes.
Inter can really do with some bigger names standing up here. At times they didn't even look as if they knew what they were doing.
And Messi! Ambitious, but just off target.
Yeah, certainly could have been something so much more.
And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
It's played through for him. Chance for a shot! Rummenigge made a good run there. Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning.
Can he finish? Oh, that was close. Bergomi. Vieira conjures time and space where few can. Vieira. Seedorf. Rummenigge receives it in a good position here. Oh, such a clever touch. And that's a good ball. Inter Milan really looking to get back into this at the start of the second half. Now it's Ibrahimovic. He's chosen to go back. Threads one in. He's played it back. Ibra shapes to shoot! It's in! What remarkable powers of recovery!
Well, this is just incredible. I mean, who would have seen this? Neither manager, I think. It's all happening. Well, I don't want to be overly harsh on the defensive side of things here, Peter, but the build-up was so slick and executed with such...
Bullish header! No, not the best of headers.
Sostituzione per l'Inter. Numero 7.
Inter Milan
Numero
choosing
22.
to make the first change.
Ibrahimovic. Numero 10. Messi. Numero 21.
And here's Eto'o, gives
Lasciano
it
il
back,
campo per
and it's
il
Lahm,
numero 19.
Cruyff.
Eto'o. Il numero 11. Drogba.
Yeah.
Il numero 17. Hazard. Il numero
And here's
14.
Drogba. Inter Milan are, of course, in a position to go to the bench should the need arise. Lahm gets across to intercept that. Ferdinand cuts out the pass. Well, for a moment you felt that was going somewhere, but they'll have to go again. And here's Eto'o. Good read, needed to be. And that's a good-looking ball. Well played, that has snuffed out the danger. He's a sharp little ball here. Seedorf. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Great chance! I think that's offside. Yes, it is.
Sostituzione per l'Inter. Numero 13.
Both sides then taking this chance to turn to their benches.
Numero 5. Ferdinand. Attenzione, un cambio.
Just eases him off the ball. Can he get it through? It's a promising position. Lahm delivers. Maldini gets it away.
Don't you just love the level of intensity here? Neither is prepared to back down, and to be honest, that's how it should be.
Passes coming off in quick succession here. If we're going to get a winner, it's got to come now. Seedorf really struggling, and it's Ibrahimovic. And the shot! He scores! And they get themselves in front!
Yeah, a fantastic run and a fantastic pass to play him in. Both needed to be timed to perfection, and they were.
Well, it's an inspired substitution. Terrific move by the boss.
That's just as the manager would have seen it, an impact sub.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here?
Yeah, all their effort pays off in the end. It just took that extra bit of dynamism to get them the goal they craved.
Now it's Bale. Well, that pass isn't the best. No way through. Bergomi gets over and intercepts. And here's Ibrahimovic! That is decidedly lacking. Seedorf. Lahm. Oh, important interception. Lahm gets rid without sophistication. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Ci saranno 3 minuti
To
di
stoppage
recupero.
time, whistle due any moment. A lot of space ahead of him. He's had a shot! It's a foul, it's in the box, it's a penalty. Inter Milan may have thrown this away at the death. The chance to pull further clear. Calm as you like, and they're running away with it. A time for a cool head, and that is precisely what he showed.
A picture of confidence. That was never missing.
And he's done it again. He's got his second. 2 up and very little. That's that, the end. Inter Milan played more than a part in what has been a very exciting game. A game that began so promising. So bring it on. Hype, expectation, emotion. The game yet to kick off. The excitement already palpable.
Borussia Dortmund against Inter.
And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform. We have already started here.
Patrick Vieira is a man of many qualities. The leadership has to be top of the pile.
He's not just a destroyer, is he? He is the enforcer.
True, there's so much more to his game. Quite comfortable in driving the team forward, and he can make those marauding runs from box to box.
Look at the space here. Ball comes in, and he was alert to it. Saliba gets good distance on it. Nice control. Oh, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. Bellingham goes steaming forward.
Messi really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
Lahm. Bergomi did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. Bellingham. Neither of the teams has yet taken the initiative. Vieira. And it's Gullit. Rummenigge is having a shot! And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it. Well, look, they know they've got a height advantage, and it's time for them to use it.
And now they can spring out of defence. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
And he's forced to go back. Gullit producing a good steal there, showing a good level of alertness. Just eases him off the ball. Nesta makes the interception. Neither side yet able to force a breakthrough here. Ferdinand is a man so notably robust and resolute in his defending. Vieira pulls off an exemplary piece of defending. And now the breakaway. Knocks it into space. Well, there's the clearance. Bellingham. Borussia Dortmund trying to orchestrate a breakaway here by the looks of it.
Well, I would say that this is probably the easiest way to play the game because you try not...
And Messi! He's done very well to get to that.
Messi is offering a wry smile there.
Ibrahimovic chasing after it. And it's Son Heung-min. Now it's Son Heung goes for the shot! Now who's going to be first to this? Vieira.
Well, that's good defending.
And the finish! Vieira. Tries to play it through. Chance here to counter. And here's Ibrahimovic.
Ibrahimovic really needed to concentrate on protecting the ball. Then again, he was being very closely marshalled.
He's Gullit! Oh, the keeper's done ever so well.
Gullit really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
Now, can they get him away? Nesta spots it and intercepts. Son Heung-min. Well read, nice interception. That's a decent clearance. There will be a throw-in. Bellingham plays it in. And he gets rid in a hurry. And he's in on goal! Gullit can be a real threat inside the box. Oh, they could break here. Great defending, strong and determined. Now it's Gullit. Real chance! Big moment! Massive goal!
Look, there are always tactical adjustments for any coach to make at half-time, but when your star man gives you a critical lead just before the break, everyone will be paying extra attention. It really is the ideal tonic.
One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Yeah, when you're hit on the counter-attack like that, it's like walking into a sucker punch, and they're dazed.
There will be 1 minute added time.
So we have our breakthrough.
Well, I think the managers are going to have to scrap whatever...
And the first 45 minutes are up. Well, it's certainly simmered along nicely so far. Just the one goal in it, and it's all still very much up for grabs.
Well, obviously things are not good, Peter. It seems the team were just a bit too busy playing within themselves, too tentative. They have to improve and make it fast.
And the action is back underway.
Inter can really do with some bigger names standing up here. At times they didn't even look as if they knew what they were doing.
Gullit tries to pass it through. That has been cut short. Now looking to orchestrate a counter. And here's Messi. Ibrahimovic receives it in a good position here. Played up towards the front line. And he cuts out the supply. Vieira can see things others simply cannot. Son Heung-min. And it's Gullit. Defending was strong and firm.
Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
Son Heung-min is sporting a guilty look after that.
Clearly is miffed, having made the run and not get picked out.
Messi. And into the grateful arms of the keeper.
It's a decent chance to counter-attack.
Gullit. Passes coming off in quick succession here. Now it's Ibrahimovic. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Shoots! It's in! They have done it! They have their equaliser!
And that comes as a very welcome relief. Now let's see who's got what it takes to seize the initiative from here.
Wonderfully smooth, smart and slick.
Well, we could be a little critical of that defence then, but the timing was pretty much perfect.
That has certainly made things interesting.
Well, I'd happily watch this every week, Peter. This is exactly what you want from a big game.
Changes him with that pass. And here's Ibrahimovic. Gullit. Can he finish? And kept out by the most elastic of saves.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
Substitution for Borussia Dortmund. Number 5, Gullit. Number 24,
Cruyff clears it away.
Ibrahimovic.
Inter
Coming on the
Milan
field,
are looking to go
number
forward now.
22, Pele. Number 7, Cristiano Ronaldo. Substitution.
It's a poor throw that, picked off with relative ease. Messi. Inter Milan perhaps contemplating their next change here.
It was hopeful, to say the least. You need more men inside the box, more movement, otherwise it's pretty much a waste.
Seedorf. Rummenigge. And it's Seedorf. He's a sharp little ball here. Spread neatly. Bergomi gets across to intercept that. Corner number 2 then. Lahm with the short one. Another corner. Any better luck this time round? So, third corner of the game. And now a sudden chance to counter. Terrific header! That needed to be better, and he knows it.
That's good play, plenty of targets in the penalty area and plenty of movement too.
Son Heung-min. And it's Bellingham. Just a quarter of an hour to play. To Messi. Now it's Pele. Oh, he's managed to get himself offside.
Borussia Dortmund clearly are pushing for the win here, Peter. It's making for a very frantic end to this game.
Both sides then taking this chance to turn to their benches.
Son Heung-min. Number 19, Bellingham.
He's in a great position
Coming on
here.
the field, number 9.
No question, this is the man you want to get onto the end of things.
Vitinha. Substitution in
Cruyff.
progress.
Now that looks a decent ball. Expertly cut out, really nicely done. Nice interception, his positioning was spot on. Oh, facing up to his adversary, this is a formidable matchup. And that's going to be a booking. Lahm is one whose deliveries we all know about. And that is a little undercooked. Well, it looked promising for a moment, but it came to nothing. Now it's Haaland. He won't be happy with that one. Messi. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Messi cuts a frustrated figure right now. He just cannot get away.
Look, he could do with someone else taking responsibility to shift the target. He badly needs some help here. This is a Hollywood or bust corner. The final whistle is up next.
They've played it short. That's tidy. Oh, well played, well played.
I think we might be done here, Peter. I don't see there being enough time for them to try again.
Well, there is a look that says it all. A piercing stare.
Yeah, he just didn't seem to get enough on the pass, Peter, did he?
Added time.
Well, they shouldn't be dawdling at this stage. They need to get the ball in the mixer and quickly.
Seedorf. Oh, good spread. Ford shows there will be 3 extra minutes. Well, he's going to be disappointed with that. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. And that's that. So it is something for both, but ideal for neither. Both parties having to settle for what they get and hope for better in the weeks ahead.
Please be made aware that smoking is only
Your reflections then,
permitted in
Jim.
designated
Listen, the
areas.
more...
Well, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the camaraderie. The fans have pulled out all the stops to make this a monumental occasion.
Milan e Inter.
Red and black wherever you turn. The San Siro is buzzing. Certainly up for this one. Well, we're on the way. It's us or them. Always has been, always will be. Who do you, Jim, see making the difference here?
Well, I think the fact that this guy, Saliba's starting, I think that indicates, Peter, you're looking to play out from the back, and he's shown to be very confident and comfortable on the ball when it comes to moving it forward. He'll see a lot of the ball, and sometimes he'll go direct from back to front.
Yeah, he'll certainly be leaving his mark on this game, quite possibly actually at both ends. Trossing. Oh, shooting chance! Oh, what has happened? And another try! They've scored!
Well, once more, it's him, and we can't be surprised because his instinct for doing this is incredible.
Certain, searing and imperious.
Yeah, it all came from some really smart movement, Peter. Did the defence let themselves down by not picking him up? I think the boss won't be amused.
He's having a shot! It's hit the upright. And he's cleared it out of harm's way. So just a one early goal to report so far. And the score is 1-0. Nice bit of trickery. He's being urged to shoot. And this is Messi, played out to the right. Oh, it just needed a better touch, and you can see his annoyance.
Oh, what a dampener that was, just when we were hoping he'd turn up the heat.
Seedorf. Inter Milan finding their passes. And he's whipped a chance! And yes, it's there! They are really purring here, and they have extended their lead in the blink of an eye. Simple, certain, effective. He just guided it in.
He did so well there, attacking the ball the way he did. He got a strong forehead behind that one.
Things starting to look very comfortable.
To be expected, Peter. They've gone and stepped it up, something they've been threatening to do and will continue to do by the looks of it.
Gullit going face-to-face with his great rival. And this is Gullit. Vinicius Junior. Vinicius Junior! Rummenigge. And they can counter here. Lahm is one whose deliveries we all know about. And this is Ibrahimovic. Look at the space. Shapes to shoot! And it's there! And they're at it again in double quick time. Just so calm under pressure, and he managed to fashion a fine finish.
Well, at one stage he was being body checked, Peter, and then the next minute it's in the back of the net. That's wonderful.
And that's it. So thank you very much, Jim, for joining me. That brings us to the end of our coverage. So from us both,